the system isn't broken, it was built this way. The cats are getting fatter and the rats have run away. The system isn't broken, it suits them just fine, looking on as we scrap over what is yours and mine. Oh, the system isn't broken, it's just wrong. Is this what we wanted all along? It's time to raise our voices, join the throng. 'Cause the system isn't broken, it's just wrong. Oh, the system isn't broken, it's a slick machine. It keeps the rich and poor apart with mayhem in between. Oh, the system isn't broken, it's a work of art, a thing of beauty or of shit, depending where you start. Oh, the system isn't broken, it's just wrong. Is this what we wanted all along? It's time to raise our voices, join the throng. 'Cause the system isn't broken, it's just wrong. The system isn't broken, but it will let you down if you believe the spoils of commerce will be shared around. The system isn't broken, but it is really skewed to hide the fact that Emperor is dancing in the nude. Oh, the system isn't broken, it's just wrong. Is this what we wanted all along? It's time to raise our voices, join the throng. The system isn't broken. What is it? It's just wrong. Take it away. Isn't broken, but there's another way. The game cannot control us if we all refuse to play. No, the system isn't broken, but it's not for you or me. So let's build our own with love and hope and set our spirits free. Oh, the system isn't broken, it's just wrong. Is this what we wanted all along? It's time to raise our voices, join the throng. 'Cause the system isn't broken, it's just wrong. Oh, the system isn't broken, it's just wrong. Is this what we wanted all along? It's time to raise our voices, join the throng. 'Cause the system isn't broken, it's just wrong. It's just wrong. It's just wrong. It's just wrong. These may be just songs to you. For me, they're honest, righteous and true. These may seem like city rhymes. For me, they're a chronicle of our times. Just songs, 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 just songs. Oh, are they just songs? You may think my words are trite. For me, they speak truth to might. You may think me naive, but through my songs I can hope and believe. Just songs, 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 just songs. Oh. Are your songs empty distraction? Or do they call for action? My songs are for you, if you believe in what is true. Through and through, they're just songs. A song to bring. Tell me what words will you sing when you play them for me? Will they be just songs, 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 oh. Thank you very much. Yeah, maybe a little bit less of me in mine as well. Thanks. Yeah. Cheers. So everyone has got a song to sing, and everyone's got a story to tell. And it's easy to think, they're just songs, they're just stories. But to each of us personally, those are really important. And I think it's really important that we not only voice our own opinions, songs, stories, but that we listen to one another. So tonight, hopefully we're going to do a bit of that. So has anyone got a song to sing, story to tell? While I'm on the subject. There's a dangerous thing to ask an audience at a Rondo on a Wednesday night.
Hold on tight, by ELO.
Oh my God. I've just seen a couple of familiar faces in the front row, both of which have completely thrown me.
Hold on tight. Come on. Attends rire. Yeah, exactly. Brilliant.
No, I said if you got a song to sing, we're not doing it. Anyway, but when we kind of do share our own stories and our own tales, it's very easy to sort of feel that they're not worth anything, and it's easy to sort of look in on ourselves. But the important thing is that when we come together and we share those things, we support one another, and together we kind of grow in strength. And this song's about that, and it is called that. Yeah, it's We Stand Tall. Goes like this. Inside this awkward frame, tell yourself time and again, nothing matters anyway. Still the worry cuts you like a knife. So free your mind, let go your soul. Don't be a slave to dream or go home. Live each day like it's your first. Feed your hunger, quench your thirst for life. we'll dance, tonight we'll sing, no matter what the dawn may bring. Together we stand tall, united we will never fall. Never fall. Together we stand tall, united we will never fall. Together we stand tall, united we will never fall. Take a walk, don't count no steps. Stop and talk, no need for stress. Life goes on anyway, so be prepared for when today comes to call. To call. Tonight we'll dance, tonight we'll sing, no matter what the dawn may bring. Together we stand tall, united we will never fall. Never fall. Together we stand tall, united we will never fall. Together we stand tall, united we will never fall. No matter what life throws your way, remember there is only here today. Your best foot forward, have no fear. A brighter future starts right here. So free your mind, let go your soul. Don't be a slave to dream or go. Live each day like it's your first. Feed your hunger, quench your thirst for life. For life. And tonight we'll dance, tonight we'll sing, no matter what the dawn may bring. Together we stand tall, united we will never fall. Never fall. Together we stand tall, united we will never fall. Together we stand tall, united we will never fall. Together we stand tall, united we will never fall. Together we stand tall, united we will never fall. United we will never fall. So yeah, we do want to hear your voices. during the course of this evening, I meant to invite you to sing along with that one. That's a nice sing along. We could do it again later. But I've got a question for you. It goes like this. What flag do you wave? Which colours do you crave? Whose team are you on? To which tribe do you belong? These foreign lands you hate, do they start beyond your gate? On a different floor or outside the bedroom door? So when do you draw the line between what is yours and what is mine? Who decides what's right? What justifies the fight? Tell me, Nigel Pound, the European gal, does she have the right to roam, or must we send her home? Nigel, me old mate, about your sovereign state, do you bow down to the king? Must you kiss his ring? Or where do you draw the line between what is yours and what is mine? Who decides what's right? What justifies the fight? What flag do you wave? Which colours do you brave? Whose team are you on? To which tribe do you belong? Donald, me or duck, no one gives a fuck. If you think the folk naive when they're free to come and leave. Donald, me or chum, don't you find it kind of rum? There's nothing but thin air between New Jersey and Delaware. So where do you draw the line between what is yours and what is mine? Who decides what's right? What justifies the fight? What flag do you wave? Which colours do you crave? Whose team are you on? To which tribe do you belong? What planet do you think we're on? There's only one race, we all belong. Every one of us is human here. No aliens for you to fear. What flag do you wave? Which colours do you crave? Whose team are you on? To which tribe do you belong? What flag do you wave? Which colours do you brave? Whose team are you on? To which tribe do you belong? Oh, thank you for whooping over here. There's a slightly muted one down here. We'll work on it as we go. So yeah, what flag do you wave? I've seen a load of you who have brought things to wave. We'll be coming to those later on. So that is great. So thank you for your participation on that front. Yeah, we'll come to those later on. So yeah, we've all got a cause, haven't we? We've all got something that we care about. But sometimes this sort of enthusiasm for our tribe can spill over into sort of exclusivity and division, which I think is a little bit problematic. So, has anyone got any thoughts on that issue? I'd love to get you. Hold on. This man down here. Hold on, wait a minute. I'm gonna. Actually, no, come up here. You stand there.
Thank you kindly.
So, what's your name?
My name's Neil.
Neil, what do you do now?
I work up at university. I teach. I research.
What do you research?
I research inequality. I research how power works. I research why it so systematically fucks most of us over.
What are the chances that I pulled this man out of the audience? He seems perfect for the job. Okay, yeah. Full disclosure, this is Dr. Neil Howard, who you might have read was going to be part of the show. So here's a man who actually knows shit.
Tries to, pretends to, but can't sing. I'll be honest, when Brian first said, why don't you come be involved in this, I thought, fuck me, I haven't sung since, I was about 5, and even then it was really, really, really bad. So I'm going to be avoiding doing any of that, but hopefully sharing a few maybe provocative or useful thoughts with you. So thank you, Brian.
Excellent, provoke away. So where do you stand on the whole flag waving thing?
Mate, I mean, look, I feel like there's an important thread that's run through all of the things that you've sung so far and the various things that I know that you're going to sing later, which, to me at least, is about inequality.
No, you don't
right?
know, I've just got going.
Sorry, yeah. Someone did identify plant though, so I feel like the mask is off. Basically inequality, right? Like, when we talk about the system, and the system being broken, and the system working for some and not working for all of us, and we talk about it dehumanising, and we talk about lines between us and between them, and insides and outsides. Fundamentally, I think what you're talking about, I think what we're all talking about, and I think that the heart of the problems that we all face, and as a society we're struggling under the weight of, is inequality, right? Inequality functions to accumulate for those at the top, the tiny minority, the 1%, the less than 1%, on the backs of everybody else, right? And flags, very, very sort of symbolically powerful, these denoters of a collective us against some other collective them, of an inside and an outside. They're tools that are used, and we are seeing them used very regularly right now with these raise the colours lads and these other bozos that are climbing up lampposts and using people climbing up lampposts to pull flags down as a way to kick off more violence. All of that is about defending systems of inequality, right? And not any flag automatically necessarily denotes an inside and an outside that is exclusive or that is violent, right? And I think in this, leadership is fundamentally important, right? When we think of the World Cup's coming up in, 2 weeks, right? England flags, when Gareth Southgate was in charge and he penned that extraordinary letter, My England or This England, were about unity, some form of togetherness, some form of transcendence, these fundamental human needs, right? Belonging, right? Not exclusion, outsideness and violence. And now we see Nige, as per your song, mobilising the flag for a very different set of signifiers, for a very different set of reasons and with a very different set of outcomes. All ultimately, I think, in the service of inequality. So when we think about what does the flag mean and who waves it and why do they wave it, I think the question has got to be, what are they trying to denote, who are they trying to upset, and whose interests are they serving when they're doing so? And this present flag waving, these Raise the Colours blokes, I'm sure you've heard of Raise the Colours? Yeah, those blokes, the lad that founded or co-founded Raise the Colours is now in the dock for killing someone, shock horror, who would have thought he was violent and up for a scrap? These blokes, I think, are useful idiots for the far right, who are themselves useful idiots for the billionaires. So fundamentally, for me, it comes down to inequality, and it comes down to who is working for whom, whether or not they know it, and with which negative consequences for the vast majority of the rest of us.
Dr. Neil Howard, everybody. Hold on, I'm just going to... Right, we're going to keep you. You just stand there and look pretty. So one of the things actually that Neil touched on there is basically that, that we're all kind of humans with human needs. I believe you mentioned in there, and as luck would have it, we've got a song about that. It's like we planned it. Actually, no, genuinely, I've left this. I have no idea what Neil's going to say, and we are going to throw this open to the floor as well. So there was a couple of people here. I'm nervous of saying that when I see you in the audience. But in between times, see, I should have been doing this while he was talking, but I only thought of it last night. Yeah. So this song is about the fact that when it comes down to it, we are all just animals, and the one way we can transcend all that ridiculous kind of unnecessary division is through love, and this is called With Love. It goes like this. Soon shit. If you're lesser or greater, it doesn't change a bit. 3 times a day, find something to eat. But stand in my way, I'll knock you off your feet. But wait, there's more. We hate, they score. No one thing. With love, we live in. With love, we win. With love, we win. With love, we win. With love, we win. Take away your clothes, we all look the same. Nobody knows what you put before your name. Yes sir, no man, 3 bags for my lord. Strip it away, you can be ignored. But wait, there's more. We hate, they score. No one thing. With love, we win. 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 But you say the fittest must survive, and it takes community to stay alive. We the many, we won't bow down to the few. Let's climb together so that all enjoy the view. With love, we win. 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 Sooner or later, we've all got to shit. Because when it comes down to it, we're all just mammals, we're all just running scared, and we're all just trying to survive, and none of us really knows what we're doing. So this song's about that. It's called Frightened Animals. Underneath it all we're frightened animals. In the end we're only naked apes. Underneath it all we're frightened animals. The rest is sex and lies and videotapes. Give an ape a nolly Betty, will he turn out fine libretti? Give a chimp a quill, will she dash off plays like Will? Give a simian a pen, will they sketch buildings like Wren? Still we give a man a gun, when underneath he's just a frightened animal. In the end he's but a naked ape. Underneath he's just a frightened animal. The rest is sex and lies and videotape. There's a monkey with a biro, will he print you out a gyro? Give a lecture set, will she write off all your debts? Give a bic to a baboon, will they bequeath you the moon? Still we beg the super rich for crumbs, when underneath it's all they're frightened animals. In the end they're only naked apes. Underneath it's all they're frightened animals. The rest is sex and lies and videotapes. Swearing on the Bible as you threaten our survival. It doesn't give you might, it doesn't make you right. Hiding the deception as you rig the next election doesn't make you strong or right the wrong. When underneath you're just a frightened animal. In the end you're but a naked ape. Underneath you're just a frightened animal. The rest is sex and lies and videotape. Give a dog a bone, he'll follow you back home. Leave a cat or mouse and she'll hang around your house. But a rabbit in a hutch, they won't travel much. So it goes for everyone, 'cause underneath it all we're frightened animals. In the end we're only naked apes. Underneath it all we're frightened animals. The rest is sex and lies and videotapes. Yeah, underneath it all we're frightened animals. In the end we're only naked apes. Underneath it all we're frightened animals. The rest is sex and lies and videotapes. So yes, survival of the fittest. It's used, it's kind of misquoted a lot, isn't it? The idea of the survival of the fittest is often used to justify the existence of the super rich. It's like somehow they've earned all that privilege. And it's like, well, you might have earned a little bit of privilege, but that is way off the scale. Dr. Howard, have we got any thoughts on that one, mate?
Yeah, a lot, to be honest.
Stand up.
I'm glad you mentioned that. I was going to, when listening to you, survival of the fittest was one of the things that jumped out. I just want to say a couple of things about that, a couple of things about needs, and then tell a couple of stories, short ones, if you'll bear with me, which might explain a little bit more why I'm here. The first thing to say is that survival of the fittest is total bollocks. It's been fundamentally discredited within biology, within sociology, right? Survival of the fittest is in itself an ideology, right? It's a story that the rich tell us in various disciplines to justify their positions of privilege, right? It ties in with these notions of meritocracy. I teach inequality. I teach rooms like this. I usually don't have lights quite like that, and everybody's usually about 40 years younger. But the stories, I mean, they're very young. No, I'm sorry, they're very young. I'm not suggesting that this is in any way a more wizened audience. I'm merely suggesting that many of the people I talk to are really genuinely young. Think about my children and the slightly older children that come to uni. They come in, and this is a conversation we've had all term on this course that we've been working through on basically how you change the world, with this notion of meritocracy, right, which in and of itself is very much the notion of survival of the fittest. They've all gone to school, and they've all been raised on the idea that if you work hard, if you graft, if you're smart, then you'll climb to the top, the cream will rise, all of the rest of it, right? And slowly but surely we go on a journey that breaks that down and points out that all of that hides the a priori reality of what you've been born into, so your inherited privilege. Survival of the fittest as an ideology is ahistorical. It has no idea, and it says nothing about why you are here, and therefore surviving from this starting point or that starting point, right? The second thing that it denies is that we are fundamentally interrelated beings, right? Whether we're a mouse that is surviving in the field, or we're human beings that are surviving and thriving in any given, in our case, horribly capitalistic society, it's about relationships, right? You don't survive by virtue of being really strong. You survive because you were loved. You survive because you were took care of. You survive every day because of the social relations that ensure that you've got enough to eat, or maybe you haven't got enough to eat, but you've got just a little bit to eat, right? Fundamentally, we survive or not, we thrive or not, depending on where we're positioned, where we've come from, and the relationships which are silenced by this discourse that tells us it's all about you as an individual and how you can climb up the tree, right? That is ultimately the story that those at the top of the tree have to tell themselves to justify to themselves where they are, and then tell the rest of us so that we don't rebel, right? There is another way of doing things though, right? And I think that fundamentally points to and comes in the direction of love. Much of the work that I've done over the last 10 years has basically been about exploring radical alternatives to the status quo. I work on social security, on how you help people better, right? For a decade, I've worked with super poor, super marginalised folks here, overseas, in West Africa a lot, also in South Asia, where I lived for quite a while, and worked with people who didn't just start off at the bottom or underneath the bottom, but were sort of kept at the bottom by systems that, at least officially, were designed to help them, right? Social work professions, international development, charities, often staffed by people who did give a shit and who wanted to do something, but found themselves putting in place systems and processes that only made it worse, right? And how did they make it worse? They made it worse in two ways. One, they just didn't ever, because they weren't ever allowed, to address the sheer sort of material lack, the poverty, basically, the lack of money, the lack of the means to meet your basic needs, that defines the vast majority of experiences of marginalisation and othering, right? It will be, oh, well, we'll give you a food stamp rather than we'll just give you the money to go to the fucking shops, right? Or it was through sort of processes that dehumanised and entrenched people's indignity, right? Or rather treated them with indignity and didn't respect their dignity. The whole of the social security system that we live under and that we see everywhere around the world is conditional, right? It says, we'll help you, but only if you're this kind of person or you behave in that kind of way, right? That in itself is underpinned by notions of deservingness, themselves very much implicit in the idea that the fittest will survive, right? You'll be helped if you deserve to be helped, if you can be trusted not to piss it up the wall, if you can be trusted to behave appropriately, to go to school, whatever it might be. That all underpins and serves as this sort of ideological justification for inequality. The fact that there isn't enough to go around. Why? Because some people have already got the majority of it tucked away elsewhere, and so the rest of us have to scrabble amongst ourselves, right? The alternative to that, the alternative that I think your songs speak to, and I think that all of us implicitly have a sense of it as being right, is to root the way that we serve each other in love, right? In something much more akin to unconditionality, in the kinds of unconditional care that if we're lucky we come out with, and then that give us the grounding to survive without being necessarily the fittest, but the most supported and the most connected, right? And so the way to build systems that truly care for each other and care for ourselves and that push against this alienating, isolating inequality that all of us are victims of is ultimately to root the way that we do it in love. And the work that my colleagues and I did for a number of years attempted to do that in two ways and with really radical results. On the one hand, if you're poor, there's some money, basic income, that's it. No fucking about, no jumping through hoops, no stupid forms to sign, no indignity, no shame. Your skin, here's some money, get on with it, and we'll get out of the way. And secondly, is anyone here a social worker or had experience with social work? Fair play to you. My experience of social work in various countries is that it's chock-a-block as a discipline with people who love and care and spend the vast majority of their time having to navigate poxy bureaucracies and not really serving and caring, right? And I've seen that here, I've seen that in South Asia, I've seen that elsewhere, which stifles the basic urge to love and support. And so the other half of these experiments that we ran, these are experiments with 10,000 people in India and Bangladesh at their height, was to give people unconditional financial support so that they could just meet their basic needs, but also support them relationally, not by telling them what to do, but by saying, what's going on? How's your life? How can we assist in ways that you would like to be assisted? That is operationalizing unconditionality. It's building a system that isn't about the survival of the fittest, it's about the survival of all of us through working together. And I think that is the world that your songs, and hopefully you lot by virtue of being in this audience, listening to me bang on, and these gentlemen play, would like to see come into existence.
Jesus, follow that. But so the starting point of that, we was talking about people who kind of come from a point of privilege and have education. And one of the things, I found myself writing a lot of songs about getting older, and the theme of tonight, the overarching theme and the title is It's Time. And one of the things I realised is that as you get older, it can seem quite scary until you have the realisation that there is only now. And actually, it doesn't make any difference where you are on your timeline, because there's only this moment where you can make any kind of change personally or socially as a society. It's the only time you can tell someone you love them, it's the only time you can have any revelation of your own. So I found myself writing about those things, but one of the other things that's occurred to me is that I thought people, when I was younger, I thought older people kind of were very sure of themselves and knew everything. Whereas I feel like it's the opposite. As I get older, I'm less sure of myself. So this song's about all of that, and it's called, I'm just checking my notes, it's called Who Are We? It goes like this. Who am I? It's called Who Am I?
He's not sure of himself.
The less certain I am. When did I forget how to walk like a man. The further I go, the less I can see. Did I once know how to be me? Who am I? What are we? Can we fly? Are we free? The more that we learn, the less we can know. We thought we would earn and then we could grow. So naive to think we were smart. We never leave the place where we start. Who am I? What are we? Can we fly? Are we free? Who am I? What are we? Can we fly? Are we free? Who are they? What are you? Who can say what is true? Walking blindly by the stream, I can find that hidden dream. Following the unmarked way, I can see the light on this dark day. Who am I? What are we? Can we fly? Are we free? Who are they? What are you? Who can say what is true? The older I get, the less certain I am. When did I forget how to walk like a man? The further I go, the less I can see. Did I once know how to be me? Who am I? What are we? Can we fly? Are we free? Who am I? What are we? Can we fly? Are we free? Who are they? What are you? Who can say what is true? Yeah, who am I? What are we? Can we fly? Are we free? Who are they? What are you? Who can say what is true? Who am I? Are we free?
I think it's very difficult to claim anything approximating what we would really understand as the horizon of freedom under capitalism, right? Capitalism, a system that requires us, by law ultimately, to work to survive, and that means to take orders from someone else in order to have access to what you need to get on with your daily life. That can't be a world in which you're truly free. A world in which the vast majority of the information that you access, that any of us access, and I'm sure this is a far more discerning audience than most, but the vast majority of the information that circulates in our society and elsewhere is fundamentally channeled through billionaire pathways, right? We've long known that 90% of the legacy media is owned by three blokes who live in Jersey and are worth billions and have been for centuries. And now with the new media, social media, owned again by three blokes who don't live in Jersey but nevertheless are billionaires and have particular worldviews which happen to, shockingly, be coterminous with justification of their privilege, and therefore peddle these kinds of narratives around who deserves and who doesn't, and who's in and who's out, and this fundamental lie that there isn't enough to go around. We can't all have nice things because there aren't all nice things, which is, again, bollocks. It's just that the large majority of the nice things have already been expropriated and put away. So no, I think under those circumstances, under the circumstances of a social and economic system that prioritises extraction and prioritises wealth accumulation and doesn't prioritise need, right? I mean, in the end, what is capitalism, right? Capitalism is the making of shit to sell shit, to earn, accumulate, put away for the individual use more shit, right? It's the opposite of a life-serving socio-economic system. A life-serving socio-economic system, as I would understand it, basically is one that where resources are channeled to needs, right? This is not the world that we live in, right? And were we to live in a world where needs were sort of central organising principle and that which we prioritised, then we might be thinking about getting far more towards freedom, but I don't think we're anywhere near that right now. No. Thank you.
Now there's another question in that song, Can We Fly? Which obviously I didn't mean literally in the song. And as a qualified paraglider pilot myself, I can testify, no we can't. And neither should we. And this song is about the fact that in the face of all known facts, it seems to be perfectly normal for holiday to equate with going to an airport. And we really can't be doing it, people. So this song's about that. It's called It's Not Too Late. Flying in the face of fact, we'll pay for each and every act, burning up the sky and land. There's blood and oil on all our hands, flying in the face of reason, environmental treason, biting at the hand that feeds, gorging as she surely bleeds. We fly, burn up the sky, fly, and we don't ask why. We fly. Flying in the face of truth, searching for eternal youth, blind to what is now and here. We fret away another year, flying in the face of sense, with footprints quite immense. We travel but we don't explore what is there outside our own front door. We fly, burn up the sky, fly, and we don't ask why. Like Icarus we're drawn towards the sun, like him, we know we'll come undone. Still we seek out pastures fresh and green, no matter how Mother Earth may scream.
Fly.
So yeah, I would contend it's not too late. It can't be too late. I mean, we're here. There is only this time we're in it. You know, whether or not we think it's too late, the only way is through. So, and the only way through is together. And I would suggest that it's easy to feel like individually we don't have any agency, we don't have any power. But actually, if every single one of us does every little thing we can do, the cumulative change that can ingrain is enormous. And it's easy to say, well, me not driving to the shops isn't going to make any difference. But it's about a culture change as well, because we're changing our way of thinking. And that person deciding not to drive to the shops might also be the CEO of some enormous corporation that might be able to actually rethink what he's doing there. So we're going to leave you with this, a positive message about that. And it's about being the best version of yourself you can be. And it is called The Best That You Can Do, because of this. You got yourself a house, a job, a wife, a family, a life that's full of nothing but responsibilities. I'll start again. You got yourself a house, a job, a wife, a family, a life that's full of nothing but responsibility. Can you look me in the eye, tell me truthfully, are you giving all you got to live your destiny? Is that the best that you can do? Is this the one you want to be? Is there a dream inside of you? Did you forget to set it free? Is that the best that you can do? Is this the one you want to be? Is there a hidden side to you? Let it out, let us see. Tell me now, what do you want? Where would you like to be? If I can find it, so can you. It's there for you and me. Where's your inspiration? What is your wildest dream? Let's see some raw creation. Find your voice, let it scream. Is that the best that you can do? Is this the one you want to be? Is there a dream inside of you? Did you forget to set it free? Is that the best that you can do? Is this the one you want to be? Is there a hidden side to you? Let it out, let us see. Show some imagination, originality. There is no war, no nation worth giving up the right to be happy and be free. Don't stress about the troubled times or fear uncertainty. Know that fortune finds the bold through all adversity. Keep the faith and face the world with pure humility. Your head held right up to the sky, your rainbow colors flying high. Be loud, be proud, be meek, be shy, be gay, be straight, be girl, be guy, be Jew, be Gentile, black or white, Labour, Tory, left or right. Be all we want, believe, become, this strive, protect. Oh, what the heck, be funny, fluffy, fabulous, fantabulous, and be free. And do the best that you can do. Be the one you want to be. Find the dream inside of you. Let it out, set it free, and do the best that you can do. Be the one you want to be. Find the hidden side of you. Let it out, let us see, and do the best that you can do. Be the one you want to be. Find the dream inside of you. Let it out, set it free, and do the best that you can do. Be the one you want to be. Find the hidden side of you. Let it out, let us see. come and meet us at the bar. That's a great way of chat. Welcome back. I hope you're all suitably refreshed. Feces in a tree, someone else's problem. Fields strewn with debris, someone else's problem. They're sleeping on the street, someone else's problem. They've nothing to eat, someone else's problem. Surely someone else is getting paid to clear up all the mess that we have made. We know they'll put it right, so we can sleep at night. Our leader is a liar, someone else's problem. The planet is on fire, someone else's problem. Corruption and mistrust, someone else's problem. Rivers turn to dust, someone else's problem. Surely someone else is getting paid to clear up all the mess that we have made. We know they'll put it right, so we can sleep at night. Someone else's problem, someone else's pain, someone else's problem, someone else's gain. Conflict overseas, someone else's problem. Nations on their knees, someone else's problem. Bullying and greed, someone else's problem. Poverty and need, someone else's problem. Surely someone else is getting paid to clear up all the mess that we have made. We know they'll put it right, so we can sleep at night. Someone else's problem, someone else's pain, someone else's problem, someone else's gain. Someone else's problem, someone else's pain, someone else's problem, someone else's gain. We're all someone else to someone. We can become one when we empathize and feel. We can mend and heal. We're all someone else to someone. We can become one when we empathize and feel. We can mend and heal. So, is it all right to leave things for other people to clear up? I mean, you know, if it starts with just thinking it's all right to leave your dog poo hanging off a tree, where does that lead? You know, does that mentality, can that escalate? Neil, got any thoughts on
The dog poo on the tree one, actually, you know, I've never really understood that. I go running in the forest. We don't have a dog. But I go running in the forest and I see that. And I've always wondered, what is that about? Is that like a protest because we don't have publicly provided bin? There's someone.
Pick up on the way home.
Yeah. Oh, is it pick up? Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's the idea.
Okay. Well, I'm so glad to know that. Because I thought to myself that you obviously give enough of a shit to pick up the shit, but then to hang the shit. Genuinely, have been baffled. So thank you. That's. I've been sort of trying to work that out. And this song brought that back to me. This whole idea of someone. Has anyone here seen Dirty Business? Yeah? How many people, could you stick your hand up? Dirty Business?
I've seen what kind of dirty?
Yeah.
I've seen some.
So we've got about a quarter of the. So for those that haven't yet, Dirty Business is a 3-part show on Channel 4, or it's now on the Channel 4 player, whatever the Channel 4 equivalent of the iPlayer is. Essentially, much like the documentary that exposed the post office scandal and the vicious injustice of that, and ultimately in the end of privatisation and of putting problems on someone else. Dirty Business is essentially a chronicle of the collapse of the public infrastructure of water, right? Privatisation, an old story, we sold off all of our public infrastructure, it's now provided for profit by companies whose motivation is making profit, and shock horror, who would have thunk it? They give much less of a shit about how they go about doing what they do than they might have done were they in the service of all of us and employed by all of us. So Dirty Business is an enormously powerful story of the failures of privatisation in terms of providing basic goods, basic infrastructure for people. And it's enormously tragic because it's a story, not just sort of an abstract story of, oh, well, there's shit in the water, or even a sort of real story of there's shit in the water, but also the consequences of the shit in the water in terms of children dying, right? It was so moving. I watched it. I have 3 children, my wife and I have 3 kids, and we watched it after they went to bed, or the younger ones went to bed. And it was so moving that we threw something at the telly and then we cried. Which doesn't typically happen. The crying bit does, but they're throwing stuff at the telly. It's an enormously powerful, watchable, engageable human story about this model and its failures. And at the very heart of that, so I'd urge you to watch it. I urge everyone I speak to watch it. At the very heart of that is this idea that we can go about, or those in power can go about enriching themselves, passing on the consequences onto the shoulders of other people, right? In the end, that's what capitalism does. In the end, privatisation is just an expression of this latest stage of capitalism, this hyper-enrichment of the very few at the cost of all of us, is externalising, putting the cost onto other people. The fact that there's shit in our waters and that we can't let our children swim in our waters anymore is a direct consequence of multinational companies led by millionaires and billionaires saying, well, you know what, it's better off for us in terms of our bottom line to either buy off the regulator or pay the fine than it is to invest in the water infrastructure. So Wessex Water, up at the top of the hill, not far from where I work, Thames Water down the road, these companies have genuinely crumbling infrastructure that literally sees shit falling out of their pumping stations. Last week, the hottest week in May on record, right? No rain. I'm sure people here were cursing the lack of rain for your gardens or your balconies or your terraces, whatever. I certainly was. No rain whatsoever, right? So no excuse in terms of sort of storm overflow to be releasing. Despite that, warnings all over the country because there had been releases of shit in the water. We went down to Dorset with our kids. Couldn't let the kids get in the water because there was shit in the water, right? All of that is the passing off onto our collective shoulders of the responsibility that should be those who are making the millions, right? Capitalism does this. And fundamentally, I think the way I understand it, the way I try to get my students to understand it, the way I want all of us to understand it, is that it's about putting outside of the circle of care, the vast majority of us, in service of the small number who are inside the circle of care, those who own the shares and benefit from the bottom line. So yeah, it is all of our problem. And one of the answers, if not the only answer, is empathy. And what I would understand by empathy is, basically it ties in fundamentally to love, right? And if love is anything, it is about pulling the other into the same circle of care. So the economic and the social system that we have is one in which the circle of care is ever narrowed and the rest of us are outside of it. Empathy is part of the answer about, of how we go about building something that works much more fundamentally for all of us. That's what I've had to say.
When did our homes become our property? Who was it made us talk this way? Forgetting how to name things properly, or separate the work from play. Are we part of the machinery? Lost the power of free speech? No longer wonder at the scenery, but check our emails on the beach. Slave to the machine, trapped behind the screen. Slave to the machine, forgetting how to dream. When did our friendships become networking? A set of numbers to display, sharing pictures instead of talking, idly scrolling through the day. Well, how about that thing I wrote? Pick an icon, show me how you feel. Your likes and hearts are virtual overcoat, protecting us from being real. Slave to the machine, trapped behind the screen. Slave to the machine, forgetting how to dream. No one can take away free thought. Think of all the battles that you fought, when you were sure your path was true, and found the cure right there inside of you. No slave to the machine, not trapped behind the screen. Slave to the machine, when you remember how to dream. No slave to the machine, not trapped behind a screen. No slave to the machine, when you remember how to dream. So yeah, when did our homes become our property? It's something that really upsets me, and I think it goes probably largely unnoticed. It's a subtle thing, but I think it's an important distinction. Surely your home is a place where you want to live and have a nurturing life, maybe bring up a family, maybe live with your loved ones. A property suggests you're some kind of merchant banker, or you've got it as an investment. So I'd rather think that we've got to be careful how we use language, because it is a sort of subtle way of almost manipulating ourselves by sort of adhering to these lazy cliches.
Well, to say this, you're bang right. Language is power, right? One brief anecdote. Welfare, right? The idea of welfare. Welfare used to be social security, right? When did it become welfare? 40 years ago, the concept of social security, the idea that as a social right, every one of us should have a minimum income, housing, healthcare, education, slowly but surely and very, very, very consciously was unpicked and rewoven into a new narrative of welfare, which then opened doorways to deservingness and non-deservingness and cheats and frauds and all of the rest of it. And now, that is the language that structures things. Students come into my classrooms now, they don't think of social security, they don't think of it as a right, they think of it as a benefit, right? The idea of a benefit is precisely the idea that we don't all deserve, that by virtue of being humans and sharing innate dignity, we shouldn't all have access to that which we need to get by. Very subtle and yet enormously powerful. This is the language of power and the way in which it goes about shaping how we relate to things, to each other, and therefore structure our societies.
Yeah. And on that note, damn your wealth, stem the flow, neglect your health, nothing can grow. Income streams running dry, there'll be nothing left for you or I. You say the money trickles down, you take me for some kind of clown. I see deserts all around, green roots lying parched around. Work hard, work fast, efficiently. Who was it said work sets you free? All those folk you underpay have nothing left to put your way. So damn your wealth, stem the flow, neglected health, nothing can grow. Income streams running dry, there'll be nothing left for you or I. What if we make what we need, build the homes, plant the seed, heal the sick, feed the poor, take time to ask what it's all for, make some art, play our sport, share so no one is left short, value friendship, take the time to check our neighbours are all fine. Well, damn your wealth, stem the flow, neglected health, nothing can grow, income streams running dry, there'll be nothing left for you or I. What's there downstream? Lakes of profit don't mean shit when the rivers are all full of it. Damn your wealth, stem the flow, neglected health, nothing can grow. Income streams running dry, there'll be nothing left for you or I. Damn your wealth, stem the flow, neglected health, nothing can grow. Income streams running dry, there'll be nothing left for you or I. Damn your wealth, stem the flow, neglected health, nothing can grow. Income streams running dry, there'll be nothing left for you or I. So how do we get the money flowing again? That is the question. Because it's like it's been dammed up and it's all just there for people.
It's not been dammed up, it's been straight up nicked. I think it has to be taken back. To me, there's two sides to the coin. On the one, if we're going to continue to live in a civilization that requires money for everybody to survive, everybody unconditionally and with no strings attached should have enough money to get by. Yeah. It's a simple concept. Goes by the name of basic income, unconditional basic income, universal basic income. It's what I work on. It's a Green Party policy. I happen to be a Green Party man. It's simple, right? A basic income is like a pension. It's only for everybody. You get it monthly. It's enough to get by. It's not enough to make you rich, but it will mean that you have a solid floor to stand on instead of some shitty patchy net that you might fall through or that might get pulled away when you fall, right? Which is what the current benefit system is. So that's one side of the coin. Make sure that everybody's got enough to get by and get out of the way. And the other side of the coin, ultimately, I think has to be limits to wealth. And not just, I love Zach. I know Zach. Zach is a great bloke, Zach Polanski. He does wonderful work. And he's been talking a lot lately about the importance of a wealth tax, right? Where we take a small slice off of what the top earners have and the major corporations put away. And I think that's bold. But I also think it's nowhere near enough, right? I think that we need far, far, far more radical policies than that. And I'm attracted to the idea of genuine limits to wealth. there's a political philosopher called Ingrid Robbins, amazing woman from Belgium, who has written this book called Limitarianism, making the sort of psychological, moral, philosophical, economic and political case that, honestly, you don't need more than, let's be generous here and say £50 million. But let's be realistic, let's say, who the fuck needs that kind of money, right? Even in Bath. And if you let's assume that you have one of the more robust houses in this city and it's worth multiple millions. On top of that, there's very little additional value beyond a certain threshold that having another 100,000, 10 million, 100 million will do for you. However, what we know very, very well is that were that money redistributed, taken away and put in circulation, it would do wonders. It would fundamentally revive the public sphere on these islands. It would fundamentally reanimate and breathe life back into the NHS, into our education system. We would stop having crumbling buildings. My kid's school, the kitchen got shut because it was fucking broken, right? And we're a Bath, right? Imagine what it's like in East London, which is where I'm from. The failure of the public infrastructure in this country, and every other country for that matter, is a direct consequence of the powerful appropriating. I think the obvious answer is to reappropriate and to redistribute.
Fine words, sound advice. And we're all good at giving advice, aren't we? But are we good at heeding our own advice? Not necessarily. Now, every year, I've been doing these fringe shows for a number of years now, and I try to do something every year, and every year it breaks me. And I might look like a picture of calm, I know I don't, but yeah. And then we're off touring. So these bikes here, they're not just for show. We're actually, tomorrow morning, we'll be cycling over near to the Forest of Dean and playing again tomorrow night. Then we're cycling the following day, and then we're playing in Brecon, and then we're cycling the following day, then we're playing in Llandovery, and then we're cycling over to the Welsh coast and playing there. So that's what we're doing. Thank you. And trying to ultimately spread a message of possibility and you know, of hope. But in among that, every year I get myself tied in knots and I get in a right old state. So this song is about that. And I was describing this annual process I go through to a friend of mine who's here in the audience, and I said to her, just listen to the words you're singing, dickhead. And she said, you should put that on a t-shirt. Well, I've done that, but I put it in a song. And that is the chorus of the song, listen to the words you're singing, dickhead. And it would be lovely if you could just shout the word dickhead at me every time it comes up. I could see a man in the front row, I think he's primed for this. I know you've been wanting to all evening, and some of you for much longer than that. So now is your moment. Oh dear, it goes like this. You'll slow things down, but come the autumn and your feet don't touch the ground, you battle through the winter to catch up, and without fear, suddenly it's spring again and you're chasing your own tail. So listen to the words you're singing, dickhead. Listen to the words you sing. Listen to the words you're singing. Singing, listen to the words you sing. Listen to the words you're singing. Got to live for today. So you get up on that stage. You think you're some kind of sage, looking down your nose at the people there in. You won't hear, you covered up your ears. Well, listen to the words you're singing, dickhead. singing. Got to live for today. Every year in summertime, you swear you'll slow things down. But come the autumn and your feet don't touch the ground. You battle through the winter to catch up, but without fail. Suddenly it's spring again and you're chasing your own tail. So listen to the words you're singing, yeah. Listen to the words you sing. Listen to the words you're singing, yeah. Got to live for today. Now your turn, here we go. Listen to the words you're singing, yeah. Listen to the words you sing. Listen to the words you're singing. DK! Got to live for today. Thank you. Listen to the words you're singing. DK! Listen to the words you sing. Listen to the words you're singing. DK! Got to live for today. Do you heed your own advice?
I definitely use that terminology to refer to myself more often than not. Do I heed my own advice? No. I would love to be able to sit here and say, yeah, I'm wizened and mature, but no, I fuck things up all the time. I drink too much, smoke too much. Don't go for, sort of meditative walks quite as often as I should. No, I mean, I try, certainly when it comes to politics, but there are, like any mortal, many things I fail at, unfortunately.
Have you got any final words of wisdom, any advice you'd like to give to leave everyone on an inspired note? I'll put you on the spot now, haven't I? Yeah, you weren't expecting that one. It's because I'm tuning. Ask him another question.
It's not advice, I guess it'd be more an invitation. And perhaps it's an invitation that's already heeded and therefore unnecessary. Just get involved, right? The system that we live under is not only a system that's sort of anti-life, anti-people, anti-care, it's also one that is designed to make us feel helpless. It's designed to make us feel that there's nothing that can be done, to make action feel pointless, to make us feel disconnected from each other and the energy that being connected to each other gives us. And therefore the sort of force of momentum for all of us is to sit there and feel shit. And the only real meaningful antidote that I've found to that is connecting with people and doing things, whatever they may be. And so I guess my invitation would be do that rather than feel helpless.
And of course, as you already said, the only time to do that is now. There is only now. And this song is about that. It's easy we get nostalgic about the past, and we think that kind of all the great art happened in the past, all the great music, all the great novels were written in the past. And it's very easy to think that kind of all the mad dictators were part of history books, whereas it's all bloody well here. And I kind of feel like, I genuinely think, the past, present and future are all wrapped up in this moment, and so now is the time to act. This is the time when we can come together, whenever now is. And obviously, not all the time we feel kind of motivated or energised, but we've got to remember that there is only now, so it's all possible. So this is called History is Now. History is now. Stand up and take a bow. Tomorrow what they'll say, it's written here today. 'Cause history is now. And history is here. Wake up and smell the fear. All we thought had gone with us all along. 'Cause history is here. never goes away. The legends that we knew, living on in me and you. Yeah, history is now, history is here, history is today. Yeah, history is now, history is here, history is today. History is you, all the things you do, kindness and the curse, passed on chapter and verse. Yeah, history is you. And history is me, colors that I see, the beauty and the pain, all comes round again. Yeah, history is me. And history is day, never goes away. All we thought had gone, with us all alone. Yeah, history is day. History is you, history is me, history is day. History is you, history is me, history is they. All we thought was safely in the past, never knew that it would always last. All we believed could never happen here. Yesterday's today, tomorrow, yesteryear. History is now. Stand up and take a bow. Tomorrow what they'll say, it's written here today. Yeah, history is here. Wake up and stop a fear. All we thought had gone, with us all alone. Yeah, history's today, never goes away. The legends that we knew, living on in me and you. Yeah, history is now, history is here, history is today. History is you, history is me, history is they. History is now, history is here, history is today. Yeah, history is you, history is me, history is they. History is now. Yeah, so it's all here, past, present and future. And but we're here in this moment. And every one of us is here in this moment as a consequence of every decision we have ever made in our entire lives. But we've all had those moments, we've all had those crossroads where there was a really dark time and a really difficult decision to make. But clearly we've all made it through because we're all here. We're arguably in a good place, you know, in a beautiful city. We're in a lovely theatre. We're amongst incredible, inspirational people who've come up with very witty placards that we might have a look at in a minute. And so somehow we got through, and the way we got through was we trusted our inner voice. We listened to that inner voice that said, trust your heart, follow your true path. and you'll get through this shit, and everything will be okay. Now that inner voice was you here tonight in this theatre, singing the words of this song we're about to do, sending the message back through time, telling your younger self to follow your heart and take your true path so you can make it through all the shit, so you can come through. Now, you need to sing along because you've got to send that message back. If you don't sing along, you won't send the message back through time. Your younger self will take the wrong path, your life will go to shit. I'll look up at the end of the song and the place will be empty.
Hope you're all listening.
So we're going to sing. Now the words go, calling from the future, it's all fine. Calling from the future down the line. Blah, 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 blah. Calling from the future, it's all fine. As long as you get calling from the future, it's all fine, that'll be enough to send the message back. And the space-time continuum will be intact and we'll all be good at the end of it, okay? So, I'm not going to teach you the tune though, and there's a reason for that. There's a beautiful thing about us humans, is that we're all hardwired to resonate together. We want to harmonise. It's a basic kind of human instinct. So if somebody sings a song to you and says sing along, you're either going to sing the same tune or you're going to sing something that harmonises with it. Unless you're one of those special people who has the ability to fly in the face of human nature and physics and sing entirely your own notes. If you're one of those people, we want to hear you now. This is your moment to shine, okay? They're not wrong notes, they're just different ones. Okay, so we want you all singing on this because everything's riding on it. Goes like this. You having a bit here? Yeah. Go on. If you could talk now with your young self, what would you say? Well, I believe I did that just the other day. Send a message back through time, saying it'll all be fine. Yet no, I think it worked in some strange way. 'Cause here we are together now, everything's okay. All of our tomorrows became our yesterdays. When we had to face that choice, we listened to the voice that somewhere in the darkness seemed to say, calling from the future, it's all fine. Calling from the future down the line. Your troubles, they won't mend, it's all good in the end. Calling from the future, it's all fine. Okay, you've heard it one time now. Next time you want to hear it, well, there's a bridge across the river, there's an eternal flame. The young you hears the old you when you call out your name. I think it might be true, yeah, what if deja vu? It's when the message from the future came. Singing, calling from the future, it's so fine. Let's hear it. Calling from the future down the line. At the moment, your troubles, they will mend. It's all good in the end. Calling from the future, it's so fine. Where's the dead by the sea? What I saw was me, gazing at the waves outside of time. And I reached across the years, said, son, dry up your tears. You know that someday you will be free. Calling from the future, it's so fine. Well, go and have a word now with your own past. An untimely reminder, pain just cannot last. Give your young self a lift, an extra temporal gift. Singing, come on in, the future is at last. Everybody, calling from the future, it's all fine. Calling from the future down the line. Your troubles, they will mend. It's all good in the end. Calling from the future, it's so fine. Hold on. I'm not sure everyone's singing, which could be problematic. Now I think what might be the problem, we might have a surfeit of those special people among us. And I know it's kind of awkward singing different notes to everyone else, and you might feel a bit, bit singled out. So what we're going to do is we're going to help you. So we're all going to sing out a tune. We are going to have an atonal sing-along, ladies and gentlemen. I want to hear all the right notes in all the wrong places. Are you with me? Loud and clear, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Coming from the future, it's so fun. Coming from the future, it's fun. The colors they will learn, it's so good in the end. Coming from the future, it's so fun. Coming from the future, it's so fun. Coming from the future, it's so fun. So now I know you can all sing. I want you to sing with me, okay? It's very simple, just 2 notes. It goes like this. Everybody. Keep going. Louder. If Jacob Collier could do it, I can do it. Right, that side keep going. Now this side, we're going to sing something different. Keep going under there. Still keep going. This side, okay with me. If anyone wants to find another harmony, go for it. Louder. Okay. And breathe. So we're going to do that all together at the end of the song. This song is called Time Is On Our Side. It's about everything that we've talked about tonight. That's the chord. If you can dance at this place, won't you dance with me? If you're tired of running in this race, won't you take a walk with me? And if time is your enemy, won't you treat him as a friend? Don't you know he is your healer? So give him time to mend. We're always running, searching everywhere. We never see that time is on our side. We're always running, never seem to care. We never see that time is on our side. And time is all we've got, my friends. We build new cars, we build new roads, bigger trucks carrying bigger loads. We go to work in a richer town and wonder why they're pulling this one down. We're always see what we can achieve together. We invite you to bring placards, and I can see that there's a whole pile of them down here. And we did say we'd give a prize to the best one. And Neil's going to help me with this, aren't you, Neil? Actually, maybe if you grab that mic again, the one on the stand there. So I haven't seen these. Oh, there's more. My God. You're going to have to go through this quick. I haven't seen these at all, so I'm going to present them to you.
Should we get the makers of each?
So
one
that
up?
would be good, yeah. So who has made I am not an attended item in a baggage area? Unattended item in a baggage. Oh, sorry, I've ruined it for you. Who is not an unattended item in a baggage? Pieces up. Come on down, come on. And we've got blessed are the cheesemakers. Yeah, who's that? Stand it. Hold it up, hold it up. Blessed are the cheesemakers. Come on down, come on down.
Thanks, Brian.
We've got, of course they are, this is a theme developing, yeah? Of course they're juniper berries.
Yeah!
Is that you as well?
This is my wife.
Come on, you can't be sitting.
Brian, and so is my wife.
Come on, we need you to come and hold it up. While you're on your way. It's so bad, even the introverts are here. Isn't that Bath? Who's that? Who's that?
It's the introverts up there.
Oh, very good. Now you have the right to remain. I think you might have to do that one. Okay. Fuck reform, fuck Farage, but not literally. That would be horrific. Who have we got for this one? Oh, come on, Dan. Come on, you can do it. I love this one. Come on. Oh, you can stand there and hold it.
Don't let her off.
I was told there would be cake. Yeah, genius. It's unravelling. Okay. We shall overcome. That's very good. Come on. Oh, and this one too. My arm is tired. Mind a bit. So, and we've got. Do not read this placard. Yeah, good man. Come on down.
Is there anyone left in your...
No, I think you fucking skinflakes. I said you could have a cheap ticket. I support the banning of placards. Genius. I was guessing in my mind who that would be, but it wasn't you. Oh, this is a colourful one. Very cross about lots of things. Down with, oh Jesus, I think you're fascism, racism, sexism, capitalism, bullying, corruption, abuse of power, patriarchy, greed, poverty, body shaming, bombing Iraq and Palestine, misinformation, ignorance, institutional oppression, fear-mongering, truth-twisting, burning books, TERFs, and homophobia. Yay! I thought that was going to be you.
Have a look at the other side, Brian. There's more. On the other side.
There's a witty and clever protest.
Witty and clever protest. That's fantastic. Is there another page I missed? Right. Yeah. Airport expansion. Plain stupid. Yeah. Come on down. Oh, and we've got a partner in crime who says this. It's plain stupid. Is it? You've done both of these? Yeah. Good man. Airport expansion. Oh, there's several of these. You had them already. Okay. Don't be a fool. No more fossil fuel. Is this all of you? So,
Come on, Mel. I'm not sure they should be allowed a cheap ticket if they had them already.
elect a clown, expect a circus. Who's that? Come on down. Stand proud of that.
Oh, the other one as well.
On the back. Now is the time to use your outdoor voice. Right. Are these all yours as well? We have the solutions, let's use them to protect nature. Is that somebody already up here, or are you just being coy? Yes, yeah, I can see. No. All right. Fossil fuels, leider nicht grün. Das ist schön. Wir können von hier aus auf Deutsch ausmachen. So, that's just System the fuck. Nice. That goes with the very first sentence. Excellent. I'm looking at. When did our homes become out? Greenwashing is a deceptive practice where a company misleads the public into thinking that it is more environmentally friendly than it actually is.
That's snappy.
It's actually correct.
Very
Anyone
accurate.
claiming that?
You put them off now.
We need our readers to take real action. They need to solve it, get involved, and do it now. Our leaders, I said readers, didn't I? Yeah. Our leaders would be more appropriate. Anyone claiming that? Oh, look at you shy. Well, you're not getting a prize. You've got to be in it to win it. Justice for Mrs. Travis now, please. That is genius. Who's that? Come on. You've got to. Oh, now there's a surprise.
I feel very strongly.
Yes. I think these are the repeats.
That one's the other side, right? The white one.
Yeah, he won't swear, great.
Who's your bass player?
Well, you're going to have fun playing bass, isn't it? So, change your diet, eat the rich. Anyone? No. Assisted dying, the ultimate unsubscribe button. You really made me cry.
It's not difficult though, is it?
I know, I'm a sentimental like you. Right, okay, so Neil, I know which one I would pick. But I'm gonna let you.
Go on. Go on, you sure you don't want to do it?
Hey?
You don't want to pick? I mean, it is your gig. Right, I think we've landed on the consent. It's so niche, I haven't got a clue what the Mrs. Trace one is about, but fair play. I mean, these are all epic, but being cross about that many things that are worthy of being cross
This is just
about.
the beginning.
And
minor
I can
irritations.
see the paper folded up at the bottom, and quite right to be so cross. So it'd be difficult to look past this wonderful poster. And in honour of that, along with a couple of CDs, we've got a book.
Not just any book.
Not just any book. Is anybody familiar with this book? Is a River Alive? Are you familiar with this book?
I'm sorry, I'm deaf.
It's called Is a River Alive by Robert McFarlane.
Yeah, cool. Thank you very much. Thank you.
And there's these. Just to quickly say, for anyone who doesn't know, this is a majestic tour de force of a read. Robert McFarlane he's a professor at Cambridge and a man who has quite an extraordinary command of language. Not just in the sense of he's a man with a massive vocabulary, but he's a man who is able to put into words that which can only really be experienced wordlessly. And he answers in his own way a question that he asks across these 250 pages: is a river alive? In other words, is there more to life than the sort of alienated Western understanding that capitalism has handed down to us over generations about what the natural world is and what place we have in it? And it speaks to everything that we've discussed tonight and almost everything that these guys have sung about. So I sincerely hope that you enjoy it.
Thanks very much.
Thank you. Dr. Neil Howard, everybody. No. I'd like to thank Luke, who's been doing the sound and lighting and shouting inappropriate things during songs. Who else? I need to thank Martin Popel for introducing me to this lovely man here. He's the local Green Party chair. I'd like to thank the Extinction Rebellion people who've got behind us, and thanks for having us play at Protestival on Friday. Still carrying that for you. And thank you to everyone who's contributed by bringing a placard. I'd like you to stay there and join us on this song. This is the song. It's the title of the tour, and it's the title of the show. It's Time, and I'd love to hear everyone sing on this. If you'd like to just move around and wave your banners as we go, that would be lovely. It starts gently, so there's a little run. It goes like this. A wise man once said time is on our side, but you know, I think he may have lied. The hours seem to simply melt away. So little time when there is so much to say. And a clever man once told me life is long, but there is always just another song you're afraid we'll never get to hear. When every day it feels the end is near, there's no time to sing and there is no time to play, no time to bring out all you wanted to say, no time, no time. A blind man once said, come, we'll seize the day. I'll drive you over hills and far away. His sight was dim, but eyes were strong and blue. The way for him was clearer than it was for you. And a rich man once said, boy, I envy you. For every day you choose what you will do. As we end the season of our summer wine, can't find the reason that is within the rhyme. And there's no time to sing and there is no time to play, no time to bring out all you wanted to say. Will we ever find paradise home, or get to hear the wild applause? But you know it's always having it large. Having it large. Let's see, having it large. Everyone, having it large. We're having it large. Having it large. We're having it large. We're having it large. Hanging out backstage like some rocky refugee. Jason's fucking castle. I'll do it again.
Get down! Get down!
Hanging out backstage like some rocky refugee. Jason's packing Carlsberg down his spandex to the knee. Next to all you fluffy folk, I feel attacked barrage. Dress me up, do your worst, cause tonight we're having it large. Having it large. We're having it large. Having it large. We're having it large. Having it large. We're having it large. We're having it large. So off we tried to the night with vodka, rum and coke, munching tasty triangles from that circus bloke. No officer did not imbibe, I never had none, Sarge. If you don't mind, I'm on my way. Cause tonight we're having it large. Having it large. We're having it large. Having it large. We're having it large. Having it large. We're having it large. We're having it large. Daybreak dawns with searing sun, and eyelids stuck like glue. No one quite knows where they've been, or who did what with who. I say I'll get the coffees in to go with toast and march. Will you be having regular? What do you think? We'll be having it large. Last chance, everyone go crazy.